can't think of a better way to have started our evening than travelling here on a tram named after Alan Silito. It's great to have Alan's family here with us today. The tram is a poignant reminder that we're already a great city of literature, with a heritage going back to Lord Byron at one end of the social scale, and if you don't know much about Byron, you can learn more about him in the excellent production of Arcadia, currently on at Nottingham Playhouse, to Alan at the other. And of course, the great writers associated with our city, like Alan, like D.H. Lawrence, like Stanley Middleton, came from very humble beginnings. Alan's huge success, Stanley's Booker Prize win, Lawrence's massive international reputation have long given anyone in this city permission to believe that if they demonstrate the ambition, talent, determination and dedication that each of those authors showed, they too could become a successful writer. But look, this bit's only partly about our literary heritage. It's a grassroots bid based on the burgeoning literary activity that's taken off in this city over the last 20 years. In that time, we've had the Writers' Studio, lots of new publishers led by Five Leaves who've also opened the UK's first new independent city centre bookshop this century. One of the country's biggest and best Waterstones, and an even newer store, Ideas on Paper, devoted to journals. We have fantastic poets everywhere you look, like Sarah Jackson, winner of the Seamus Heaney First Book Award for Pelt, Matthew Welton, who won the Jerwood Aldborough Award for his first collection, The Book of Matthew. Novelist John McGregor won the International Impact Award for Even the Dogs. And don't forget our city's specialist comic and graphic novel stores are all here tonight. And all the great work being done by lots of writers in the graphic novels field, like the Dawn of the Unread series of graphic stories, which I think is a model of how to use great literature to support literacy. We have literary events coming out of our ears, from spoken word poetry to the international visitors at our second Festival of Words, held last month. And we have so many writers, loads of whom I'm really delighted to say are with us tonight. I'm not going to try and mention you all. Don't be insulted if you're not in the speech. Let's take a moment, please, to reflect on the speed of that success. If you'll allow me to reminisce for a minute, 25 years ago, when I started to get published, there were no creative writing courses at our universities. I knew who all the other published writers in Nottingham were. When I was offered my first contract, I went to Angus Wells and John Harvey for advice, because even when there were only a few of us, we were very good at supporting each other. And I'm delighted that John's with us tonight. But you know, 25 years ago, I could count Nottingham authors on the fingers of one hand. Maybe two if I added playwrights and poets. Today, I need a calculator. And our support for each other is becoming much more organised. Not just the Writers' Studio, but Writing East Midlands, our two great universities which now have terrific, wide-ranging creative writing programmes. Both Nottingham Trent and the University of Nottingham are putting their time and money into this bid. And of course, we've had great support from Arts Council England, who are major backers of this whole project. Our current high profile is also a credit to Nottingham Playhouse, which celebrated the 50th birthday of its new building this year. The international work done there, including the recent Neat Festival, is at the heart of our bid's credibility. The Playhouse has extensive European links, and also, unusually, it has to be said for a regional theatre, makes really heavy use of Nottingham writers. Whether it's our honorary president, Stephen Lowe, with his play about Brian Clough, Andy Barrett on the Sherwood Foresters, Nick Wood's Girl with a Book, Michael Pinchbeck's Bolero, which had also been played in Sarajevo and across Eastern Europe, William Ivory writing about Notts County, Michael Eaton anatomizing our friendly neighbourhood serial killer, Charlie Peace. And let's not forget Amanda Whittington's Judy Garland,
although I'm not sure we can claim Julie from Nottingham. All of these writers are taking work to international stages, onto national radio and television and the cinema. And of course, our great independent cinema, Broadway, is one of the backers of this bid. That's the business bid. The UNESCO City of Literature bid is an ambitious one. Success is far from guaranteed. The bidding process will take a minimum of a year from now, but we must be prepared for it to take a great deal longer. So there's a lot of work to be done. We have more money to raise at a time when money is incredibly tight. We have information to gather and a detailed 20,000 word bid to write. We need to make strong links with other UNESCO cities of culture, especially the 7 cities of literature: Reykjavik, Iowa, Melbourne, Krakow, Dublin, Edinburgh and Norwich. This is not a competition. UNESCO's accreditation criteria are all about building partnerships between the public, private and civil society sectors, all of whom are represented here tonight. We're going to need help from many of you here tonight, all sorts of help. And the first thing I'd like to ask everybody to do is go to our website and sign to show your support for the bid. We need to demonstrate to UNESCO that our roots are wide and deep. We all know we're great, but we need to show that we're capable of getting greater, of being truly international. Most of all, I think, we need to find ways to use this bid to inspire our city's children, to use literature to build literacy. So I'm asking you all here tonight to help us in the bid we're taking on. Help us to bring the world to Nottingham and to take Nottingham to the world. Thank you.